Hello everybody, I am back from traveling around, which is a little bittersweet, a little sad, but I thought I would sit down and film this quick little video for you of everything I got while I was in Copenhagen and Lisbon. I hope all of you are doing really well, and I'm just gonna hop right into it. I'm not gonna go in any particular order because frankly I don't remember which things I got first, which things, you know, what order I got things in, so I'm just gonna kind of go for it. I will though, I think, separate these into Copenhagen and Lisbon. So let's start with Copenhagen because I was there first. One of the things I got was this plate from a thrift store. If you've been watching my videos, you know that wherever I go, I collect teacups. So I was on the hunt, I was prowling around for ceramics, teacups, stuff like that, and I found this cute little plate. I mean, it's so gorgeous. Like, imagine, I don't have to imagine, but you imagine like a little pastry or like a cake or something on here, which I have done, and I just love the detailing. I'm really not sure what this is. Is it an onion? Is it a persimmon? Is it an orange? I don't know, but it's just so gorgeous. So that was the first thing. Then on the topic of teacups, I'll show you the teacup I did end up getting. This is her. I got teacup, saucer, and cookie plate. Guess how much? US dollars. $1.22. Excuse me. I found this in another, like, it wasn't really an antique store. I'd say it was more of a thrift store than an antique store, but it's an Antoinette. I looked it up. Not sure what year it's from, but I'm certain it's a that it's a Danish brand. Sorry if you can hear my sister stomping around, but it's got this green floral detailing. Green and gold are like some of my favorite colors, so she's just perfect. And then it's got the same little flowers on here, and then one larger one on the plate, and it's just adorable. I mean, look, perfect to add to my collection. I love it. Then let's move a little bit away from ceramics for a second. I got this matcha while I was there because I was searching. If you haven't, go watch my Copenhagen vlogs, but for a good matcha in Copenhagen, because all of them just tasted like oat milk. Also, they don't have almond milk there. Kind of sad, but all of them just tasted like oat milk or water, and this was the only one that didn't, because I went to an actual like Japanese tea house and I got this one to take with me. When I was speaking to the girl there, she's very knowledgeable about her matcha, but normally people tell you like, oh, go for ceremonial grade, like you need ceremonial grade to make a matcha latte, because that's how I normally drink them. I think sencha is the way you're supposed to drink it, and it's just when you whisk it with the water, but I add milk. And she was like, why spend all of that money on a ceremonial grade matcha when you're just going to water it down with milk? Like, because you're supposed to drink it in the sencha form. And I was like, wait, that makes sense. So she made my matcha latte with this culinary grade one, and it was so good. Like, I couldn't really tell the difference between this and a ceremonial grade, which I don't know if that's because I haven't had matcha in Japan or something like that, but it wasn't powdery like some things normally are, or like sticky or tarry like at the bottom when it gets all mucky and gross. And I love sweeter, nuttier matchas, and this one says warm, nutty April picked leaves. So we got her. Then from the same tea house, I got this tea. It's called Organic Muscatel Dragon. It kind of tastes like rooibos tea. It smells very apricot-y. It says Muscatel Dragon tea leaves are lightly rolled and have a fine, spicy aroma and a pleasant, warm taste with an aftertaste of roses. I do get the aftertaste of roses when I drink it, but it smells like black tea with a little bit of like apricot, or like just an undertone of some sort of fruit that's not too tropical, if that makes sense. I really like it. Then the next thing I got from Copenhagen that I'm going to show you is this t-shirt. Now, I did just wash it, so it is a little wet, but it just looks like this. It's just gray knit. I thrifted this at a vintage store. I'm not really sure what this brand is. Ankle Studio. But I love the shirt. It's really soft. It's like the perfect length, and it doesn't hug my shoulders in a weird way, if that makes sense. I don't know why I was holding it up like that. Okay, then I think the last thing that I have from Copenhagen is actually something that I got for free, and it's this magazine thing. I went into this one interior design store studio space thing, and one of the girls there saw me leafing through one of the magazines. Oh my god, my dogs. One of the girls there saw me leafing through one of the magazines, and she was like, hey, do you want this magazine for free? It wasn't the same one I was leafing through, but I was like, and it was like her magazine, or she has something in here that she made and she was just giving them out. And I was like, yes, I'll take them, because I mean, it's just really interesting. I don't know, it has really cool images. It's really mostly images, kind of like an ad, like ads for places, but editorial style ads. There's some writing, but not much. I actually need to read it. Like, there's some right here. But yeah, that's that. Moving on to what I got in Lisbon. I'll show you this first. This is the only, I didn't really get many clothes there, and I actually didn't get any jewelry, which I thought was interesting, because normally I'm big on getting jewelry places. I just didn't there, I don't know why, but I got this top because I've been looking for just a nice kind of polo. I don't really know what you would call this actually, but I loved it. This designer is actually from Spain, I think, Madrid, not Lisbon, but the store was Lisbon. And when I was checking out, I told this story in my vlog, but when I was checking out, the girl said that this was her favorite brand in the store, like that they carry, and I was like, perfect. Then just a random thing, I needed tape for my journal, so I went into Muji and just got this like white washi tape. It honestly looks like medical tape. It was like $1 though, so it's fine. Then let's move on to ceramics, because Portugal is ceramic central, and I love ceramics. I love plates and bowls, and you know, taking pictures of my food when I make it at home, so I want like cute aesthetic plates and bowls, so sue me. I think both of these ones are from Ceramica Snalina or something like that, but I got this green bowl. It's dark, you know, for pasta or something. I've been looking for a very specific bowl, and this is just not quite it. It needs to be a bit wider, a bit taller. I need to take more pottery classes and just make it myself, but this one, cute. And there was only one of these left of this color. And then I also got this plate. I think people sometimes put pasta in here, not really sure. The more I use it, or the more I look at it, I'm like not in love with it anymore, but I still like it. Next pottery thing, love this one, is this bowl for like noodle dishes, Asian dishes, bibimbap, what have you. It came with these chopsticks. I love the dark wood, and inside is like purpley. They had a green one, and I was debating so long. I was standing in that store for forever. I felt so bad between the purple and the green, and I got this before I got this, and I wish I got the green just so they matched a little more, but I still love her. It's like textured and then smooth in here, and like I said, it's got the holes for the chopsticks, and then there's like this little divot dip thing so that the chopsticks can rest. And just eating out of this makes life better. It just does. Then these next two things are also from the same store, but they're by two different ceramicists. This one, I love her. It's a bowl, right? But like when you pick it up, there's places for your hands. Like you pick it up like that, or I'm holding it like that. Like there's this, oh, my ring. There's just places for your hands, and I love it. And like the inside is very, I don't know, it's not like it's not perfect, it's asymmetrical, but you know, asymmetrical in a bowl. And the white is just so satisfying, and like the more I eat out of it, obviously like when the spoon or the fork or something clanks on it, it makes a mark, so it's like it's getting it's getting wear out of it. And then also at this store I got my teacup. Look how cute she is. First of all, here's the little plate. So cute, right? It's got these green little lines on the edges, if it'll focus. And then this is the cup. Look how cute. Oh my god, it's a little tiny teacup and it's got little designs on it, little tiny flowers. Oh, she's just so gorgeous. I love her. I'm pretty sure that's all the things I bought, but I'm also going to show you these that I technically bought these because I ate out of them at a restaurant. But when I went and had oysters and scallops, I asked if I could take the shells back with me, or at least some of them. So here's my scallop shell. Look how pretty. It's like burgundy maroon. This is, tell me that's not gorgeous. And I can be like, this is from Lisbon. So I need to figure out where to hang her and stuff like that, where to put her. And then I brought back also 2 oyster shells. I couldn't decide between my, I think I got 6. I couldn't decide between my 6, so I took home both of these ones. Thank goodness nothing broke. Oh my god, look how beautiful. I like the darkness of this one, but it was like chipped up top. And then I love the shape of this one, and then like that's just the inside. And I was planning on maybe with one of these painting on the inside of them, because when I was in Lisbon I went to this one market and this one lady had oysters or oyster shells that she had painted in and was selling, and I was like, oh my god, that's such a good idea, like I need to do that. So we might be doing that as a little arts and crafts mission soon. I'm pretty sure that's everything I got. I low-key did pretty good about buying things, like not buying too much. I did buy a lot of plates and stuff like that, which is very, I feel like, grandma or old person-y of me, but that's okay because I'm just building my collection already. It's okay. Let me know what your favorite thing was that I got, and then also let me know like if you do any collecting. It doesn't have to be during travels or anything like that. It's just like maybe you collect, I don't know, stuff off the ground. I don't know, I'd like to know. Thank you so much for watching though, and I'll see you in the next one.